Ma'am, hello sir. My name is Omkar Satish Khadke. This is my data analysis lab oral examination guided by Harshali Mane. This is outline of my PPT, and the first question is to go through the string below, and if the length of a word is even, print even. Okay, so first I have to copy the string, and I will paste this string in a Jupyter notebook, and then first I will calculate what is the length of a string, so that's why I'm using len length of string. Then because we have to calculate the length of string, we are using len function, len st. Then we will print this. Hmm. Okay, length of string will print this, and this will give us the what is the length of a string. Okay, so 70. Okay, so 70 is an even number, so then we have to print even. For this we are using if statement. If length of a string length of a string sorry sir, if length of a string is divided by 2 and it's 0, then print even. Okay, so the length of a string and the even is printed, so we can say this key, this is an even. Okay, my second question is about good data modeling. So first we have to understand what is good data modeling. The definition of good data modeling is a technical use to define, organize your business process. It allows you to create a virtual description of your business by analyzing, understanding, and clarifying your data requirement and how they underpin your business process. Okay, this is the short definition about data modeling, and the explanation is about data modeling is a technical in nature, but also they're designed to be a simple. Okay, they are it means they are basically technical in nature, but they're designed to be simple. uh, it, they are understandable easily. Okay, then characteristics of good data modeling. Well, what are the characteristics of good data model? Good data model can be they are easily consumed. Large changes in good data modeling are scalable. Good model is provided predicted performance. A good model can adapt change in requirement. So this is about good data model. So the next question is what is data processing? The data processing is a simply converting mapping data into the raw format of another format in order to prepare data for further use. We convert mapping data into the raw format for our further analysis. So what we are going to study under a data preprocessing. So we are going to study importing libraries, importing data set, handling and missing data, handling and categorical data, splitting and data set into training and data mapping data set. So then in importing data libraries, there are first we are going to study what is definition of Python libraries, then what are the standard libraries and the list of library. uh, okay, Then what is Python libraries? Python code is a package. Python code is a package of dictionary of a sub packages and modules. Okay, Python libraries are a reusable chunk of code, and Python libraries do not pertain to any specific context in Python. Okay, Python. Okay, hope you understand it. Then we're going to the first part is uh, Myth library. In this most basic in Myth library, this is the most basic math module in is available in Python. It converts the basic mathematical operator like some exponential modules. This library do not useful when we dealing with a complex mathematical operations, and this library is basically it's slow. It's slow, not very fast. So here is the an example of we can carry exponential of 3. We are carrying exponential of 3, so we import exp calculating exponential, and the output is this 20. So the exponential of 3 is 20. Then next we are going to study is NumPy library. The NumPy library is a Python is the most widely this NumPy library is most widely used of the mathematical operation for mathematical operation. The most important feature of NumPy that set is apart another libraries. It is ability to perform lightning speed calculation. This has ability to calculate any any mathematical calculation very fast. Okay, so and this possible and this speed this speed of calculating mathematical operation is due to CAPI that allows user obtain fast result. Okay, this all is happen due to CAPI. Okay, so here is an example. We are importing NumPy and mathematical array. So basically we want to calculate uh, M1 empty. Okay, so the next is Panda library. Panda library is an open source library, BSD licensed Python library providing high performance. It provide high performance, easy to use data structure and data analysis. Okay, the data analysis tools for Python programming. Python program. The language with pandas is used in wide range is field including academic and commercial domain. So what we can understand is the panda is used widely. This range is not limited, not college student, not only for commercial. The both college student as well as commercial purpose is used for this. The both use Panda library. So because and, so because Panda library is an open source library. So here is an code. Here's input. We are using importing Panda as a PD and data factor PD data frame. And here this is a dictionary, and we have to print DF, and this is an output of this Panda library. So the next is importing data set. The next is importing data. When running a program, we need to a data set of a data analysis. Python has various models which help to importing the external data in various file format to an Python program. In this example, we are going to study about data various format to a program. So this is about a data set, and here we are going to see an example importing CSV file using Panda. Okay, so we go to the we I already created a program. So here importing a Panda as a PD, and here we are going giving a path of data CSV, and we have to print tell and info. So this tell means the bottom lines of that data, like bottom lines of data. So here are the bottom lines of data, tail lines of the data which you are giving, uh, and the info and the information about that. So hope you understand it. So in this, we are going to study about handling of missing data using Panda and NumPy of handling missing value of your data set. So what we need into this is a Jupyter notebook and NumPy and Panda. So we need a CSV file. So we are going to do okay. So basically we need a CSV file. So okay, so but first we import uh, pandas pandas as pd and import numpy as np, and here we are going to give the path of that csv file. Okay, so pf is equals to uh, pd dot read. This is csv. So now we have to give the path of that file. So in in this, we are going to do this data set of employee data set. So what employee data set contain? So employee data set contain name of employee, his or her gender, salary, bonus, uh, senior management and team. And what are those data type? There are the name is contain string, gender is string, salary is integer, bonus is a float because it contain point value, senior management contain boolean is true or false, is he senior management or not, so it's contain in boolean value, and team, in which team he is in. So go in upload Jupyter notebook and print here the employee data, employee CSV file. Okay, okay. Copy the full path and paste it over here. Okay, after pasting, okay, okay. So after pasting this, so what panda does, so we are read csv file into panda data frame. We are reading, yes, we are reading this c employee csv file in panda data frame. So and we are and next step is, then we give it so we have to print first first 5 values. So we are using head operator. So print uh, is equals to, we are printing so we need to print, okay, print uh, df dot head. So this will give us first 5 value. To run this program, okay, so it doesn't contain print. Okay. Okay, so the output is here. After running this program, we get the first 5 details of employee: his gender, first name, salary, bonus, senior management, yes or not, or team, which team he is in. So if you see carefully, you see some of our blank values, like here is NN is used, NAN or NA. So what is this? So let's see here. Okay, huh. The employee data set has multiple missing value. Those missing value like NA, NN. These are missing values. And then also blanks, these are represented, represent missing value is not a data in our data set. So let's print the first 10 rows in salary column. Okay, for a brief understanding, let's print first 10 rows of salary column. So goes, we have to print first 10. So print df dot salary. After this, we have to print head dot head. And we will run this program. Uh, this is not content. Okay, this give us first five salary details of employees. So like first state, Dolgas, Thomas, Nikita, Satish, Ninad. The all five members salary is here. So here is also NA. This is a missing value. This is missing value in our data set. So what next? Hmm. So let us print the 10 rows. We are already printed it. So so if you see carefully, if after running the salary, after running the CSV file in Panda, the it also gives us the index number. 2, 3, 4, 5. These are index number. So these are index number. So Pandan automatically marks the balance values with NA or NA. See here, the blank value is already NA. Okay, is already marked by NA or NN. The same goes for gender. If you see carefully, after this NA is remain same, and this blank value is converted into NAN. This work of Panda do. So Panda, what Panda library do. So the after this, this is the marking missing value of using in and not null. In pandas, we use two functions for mission missing values. So we use two uh, functions for making marking missing values. Okay, is null and not null. What is null do? If mark or NaN value converted into true and not null is converted into false. Okay, let's see with example. We are using salary function. Let's copy this code. The very small correction we need to do here. We just okay. First we will do is null. Okay, null dot is done. So first we need first 10. Then run this program. See, after running this program, we see that salary first 10. So if we okay, it let's print the first 10 salaries first. Okay, we don't need just clear here. Do this. Okay, see here, NN at 8 number, the NN is there. So this is an missing value. So what is null do? It converted that value into true in Boolean form. Okay, the all value rather than all values are false. The only value 8 is true. Okay, let's see for not null. What not null do? Let's see. Let's change here the name of this to not. Okay, okay, run the program. Okay, see here, it's false. So not null do false and is null do true. The except 8, the all values are true in Boolean. Okay, hope you understand this handling of mission data. Thank you. So now we are studying about handling categorical data in Python. So what we are going to study in it identification of categorical data, then general exposure, encoding, and miscellaneous behavior, miscellaneous features. So first we have to study identification of categorical data. Categorical features can only take on a limited and usually fixed number of possible values. For let's understand this statement with example. If a data set about the information related to the user, the typically features like his country, gender, ages, or alternately if the data is related to working with the related to the working or a product, then the features be like type, manufacturer, seller, and so on. The next is type of categorical data. First is continuous, then nominal and ordinal. First, we understand what is ordinal data or ordinal feature. So, or features which have some order associated with them are called ordinal features. For example, features like economical status with the three categories low, medium, and high, which have order associated with them. The second is nominal feature. What is nominal feature? There's a type of feature where categorical are only labeled without the order. A present percent present tense. Okay. Then another one is there is a continuous feature. These are nominal feature, a nominal variable that have an initiate. Uh, what we can say? There is a continuous feature. This is a numeric variable that have an infinite number of variable between two values. First is continuous variable can be numeric data line. Then we have categories of characteristics of categorical data. First is categorical feature can have many large number of labels, is known as uh, a characteristic, which is known as high characteristic, where most of the labels appear in relatively small number of interference. The next is many machine learning models such as a regression of SVM and or algebraic. This means there is a input must be numerical. To use this model, categorical must be transferred into numbers first before and then apply to the learning algorithm them. And the next is while using for a machine. Okay, then categorical data doesn't contain same context or information that human can easily associate it and understand. Like categorical data doesn't contain the same context of information as compared to the humans. Okay, which we easily understand that machine for machine categorical data. The next point is general exploration step for categorical data. In this, we all on for dealing with the categorical features in P and the P and W F Lite 14 data set, but we can also apply same preference to all kind of data set. The dataset contain the information about all flights that department from the two major airport of Pacific Northland Sea to the PDX portal of 2000. Okay. Then the next step is what is the next step is to gather some information about the different columns in your data frame, so you can you can do so apply the info. So we have to apply the info. So we want information. So let's go to the uh, already did. So we want to details. So First, we want details about the flight. So here is the location of flight CSV file. When we put into the head, which we only want to the first five information, first five flight information. So here is the year, month, date, uh, time, arrival delay, carriers, then flight origin. This all information is here for first for flight. Then we want detail information. So we apply info word uh, info. Then we get the all information regarding it. Okay. Then next is the next is encoding categorical data. Encoding categorical data, the difference technique encode that categorical features unremarkable quantities are replacing values and encoding labels. The two type is okay.